I am is not. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? Well, if you've clicked on my video, hopefully you'll see that there's a thumbnail. Yeah, a thumbnail. And what it shows is, well, who made it? So I've seen it before. I've even got a t-shirt with it on it, actually. Obviously, yeah, I don't know where, I've got about 500 t-shirts, so. But it says, you know, it's got it's got 4 circles, right? So you've got the middle circle, and it says God. And then it has Father, Son, and Holy Spirit around the center circle. I'll show you what I mean, right? Let me just, I've come a bit unprepared here, okay? So, bear with me. The Trinity diagram, search that. Yeah, so if I search Trinity diagram, it shows me this triangle. It's called yes. So it says Trinity explained, Holy Trinity diagram. And I was looking at it, right? I was looking at it and I was thinking, you know what that looks like? It looks like the Kabbalah Tree of Life, doesn't it? It looks like the bottom portion of it. So if you're looking at the Kabbalah Tree of Life, you know, you have the 10 Sephiroths. 10 Sephiroths. Yeah, and then at the bottom, it has that configuration, which is like the Holy Trinity diagram. I'll show you the picture, right? I'll get a Tree of Life one here, so you can see what I'm talking about. So let me just find a decent picture here, because there's so many different ones, right? There's so many of them. Okay, so there's that one, and there's this one. Okay, so let me show you this one. Oh, is that the one? Shish kebab. Come on, where is it? I'm looking for a decent sized picture. But, oh, is that gonna do? Yeah, that'll do. Right, okay, so look at this. So if I show you that, so you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. Let me just check. I'm not just being dumb here. Yeah, oh, you can see that? Can you see that? Right, so it says, the Father is not the Son. The Son is not the Holy Spirit. The Son is not the Father. But the Father is God. The Son is God. The Holy Spirit is God. Right? So if you look at the Kabbalah Tree of Life, you see there at the bottom you have this same configuration here, right? Where this is, you know, God, this is Father, Son, Holy Spirit. And what's interesting, you know, I explained what the Holy Spirit, you know, that's the thing, you know, there's all this anal sex magic. You know, this is the root chakra, right? Remember what I told you about the Kundalini, you know, stick the snake in the root, in the, you know, that's the thing, you know, people are doing butt sex, you know, sticking their snakes in the hole, yeah, and then it's all about getting shit for brains, yeah? And that's the thing, if you look here, you know, the Hierophant's on this side. Hopefully you can see that. The Hierophant's on this side here. And the High Priestess is here, and she gets to go all the way up to Keter, the crown. And then at the top you have Ein. Ein means nothing. Ein Sof, limitless, and Ein Sof Ar, oh, Ein Sof Our, something like that. Limitless light or boundless light. So it's very evil witchcraft that's been done against me. Okay? I mean, the pillars there, they've got Boaz and Yakin, or Jachin, right? And so, you know, and that's the other thing, you know, because the circle in the Kabbalah of the Tree of Life, and the circle, which is, you know, the one which I said would correspond to the center of the one that says God, is called Yesod or Jesod. So, you know, like Jesus or Jesod, Jesus, Jesod. You know, what's Sod? You know what I mean? There's all sorts of crazy shit going on with this stuff. It's very evil. And that's, you know, so if I show you the High Priestess card from, I mean, it's this thing, you know, woman wants to elevate herself, right? And that's the tricky thing as well, because the sun is the 19th card in the tarot. And obviously the 19th letter of the alphabet is S. You know, and she's called the High Priestess, right? So it's very, very tricky. Yeah, it's very, very tricky. And obviously the High Priestess, she's number 2, right? And obviously the Hierophant is number 5, or V, right? V. You know, which is the Roman numeral. So there's that connection, you know. It's interesting, people say 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 5. Well, V is 22. So there you go. Magic. It's all magic. Nonsense stuff. So if I show you the High Priestess card, obviously she's between the 2 pillars. And obviously the 2 pillars represent the entrance to the temple, right? The temple of God. Me. You know, where my spirit resides. Well, I'm here. You know, I'm nowhere else. You know what I mean? I'm here, and, you know, I am good. Where's the High Priestess card here? Where's this bitch? Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's going to be the... Really? Oh, it's here. So this is the thing. Right? She's between the 2 pillars. Yeah? She's got the moon. She's associated with the moon, the crescent moon. So she sits between the 2 pillars, and that's the thing. In the Kabbalah Tree of Life, they're the 2 pillars on the sides. Okay? There's the pillar of, there's Boaz, which is the pillar of severity, Boaz, and on the other side, you've got Jachin, or Yakin, which is the pillar of mercy. And obviously there are paths between all the sephirots, all the circles, right? And then and you know, they have the major arcana of the tarot deck. There's 22 cards, and they're placed on all the different paths, and so they're connected. You know, they're connected. They've got Hebrew letter associations. They've got all kinds of associations. You know, So it's all magic. It's all about man trying to elevate himself above me, God. Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, so going back to the Trinity diagram. Okay, so you know, people think, oh yeah, so Jesus is God, but he isn't the Father, and he's not the Holy Spirit. So they're sort of, all three of them are God, but they're not all the same. Actually, no. The situation, I am God. There's, I am God. I'm Father, I'm the Son, the Holy Spirit. I'm all three. Be wise as serpents. Look, I've explained to you what magic is. Words are magic. Okay? I was Jesus. If I'd said to people, I'm God, I'm Father, people would just say, blasphemy, you're dead. We're going to execute you right away, right now. With no hesitation. But if I said, I'm the Son of God, or I'm the Son of Man, I said, the Son of Man. Yeah, what is the Son of Man? What is the Son of Man? When you look up at the sky, on a nice sunny day, what the fuck do you see in the sky? And what does it do? It brings you light, warmth, life. Without the sun, you'd be dead. Yeah? The Son of Man. That's the thing, fat her. Fat her. Why do you think so many women must think my mum was a fat woman? Fat her. Yeah? Very evil demon. Very evil. Okay? Very evil. And very dead. Okay? So, and that's the other thing. I'm looking at this Kabbalah Tree of Life thing, and actually, let's go back to, I'm talking about the Holy Trinity diagram, okay? So, it's got is not, right? So, and that's the thing, I am the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So, is not is being put between these, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So there's this game that's being played. Yeah? The fact is that I'm God. There's only one who is God. That's me. And everybody else is not. You understand? People want to play the stupid game. Yeah, it's using witchcraft to bind me. Like a rope is used. You can bind someone by taking a rope and you tie it in a knot. And you bind them so they can't do anything. Yeah, so they can't move. Yeah, that's what this is what the demons are doing. They want to play this game of trying to steal my power by binding me with witchcraft and lies, and that's the war. That is the war that's happening. So, like I've explained, people who do not assist, if you're going to be on, you're either on their side or you're on my side. If you join me, if you help me, that's good. If you don't, you're on the side of the enemy. And they go to destruction. Yeah, total destruction. All right. So the other thing is, so on the Kabbalah Tree of Life, looking above that, it shows, I'll show you quickly. So, I'll show you. So, it looks like looking down a pyramid, doesn't it? So this would be the tip, and you got 4 sides, right? It's almost like a pyramid shape, apart from the fact that, it's, it's got that same sort of shape, hasn't it? And it's above this. It's above this thing. So, and obviously at the top, there's the Keter, the crown, right? So, you know, that's the thing. Sorry, I'm trying not to show you too much of the junk that's around my house. It needs a really good clean. But Keter is the crown. And that's the thing, when I was younger, I had a very bad ketamine addiction. I lived with my mum in Brighton. And when I was 16, she had lots of drugs. And that's when she started doing ketamine, okay, when I was about 15 or 16. And she formed a very, very bad habit. And I got dragged into it, okay? She had the problem, right? And then I started dibbling and dabbling with it. You know, I told her, I said, like, stop this shit, it's really bad for you. And then, you know, I was very depressed. And she was being very abusive towards me. And before I knew it, I was doing it. I was doing ketamine myself. You know, it went up my nose. Yeah? It went up my nose. What does it mean to know? Yeah? Noses. Nose. Yeah. Noses. Nose is. Ah, the booger man. Yeah? The boogeyman. That's when I was that age, actually. I was dancing. I was always going clubbing. I was going clubbing like 2 or 3 times a week. That's all I ever did. I was just trying to get away from my mum. Evil bitch. Anyways. Yeah. So what else can I talk about here? I mean, it's you know, that's the thing. At the top of this Kabbalah tree, they call it the tree of life, which is total nonsense. But at the top, you know, it's got the crown, and then from the crown emanates this sort of this light, you know, and it says Ein Sof Or, you know, as in like aura, Ein Sof Or, limitless light, Ein Sof, limitless, Ein, nothing, or not thing. Well, what's the title of this video? I am is not. Yeah? I am is not. You know, people want to play this game with me, you know. I mean, think about it, you know, look at the Catholic Church, you know. They believe that St. Peter, was crucified upside down. You know, to be crucified upside down, well, you know, the crucifix upside down is considered the symbol of the Antichrist. And so the Catholic Church, their headquarters is where the Vatican is, you know, St. Peter's Basilica. You know, that's their foundation. I mean, they're the ones who believe. I mean, that's the thing, you know, they concoct all kinds of stories and then they say it's truth. Do you know what I mean? They're constantly inventing things. You know, they don't really have evidence for it, but they will believe it and say it's truth. You know, because it's all part of their witchcraft. Okay? That's what it is. You know, they're happy to rewrite. They're happy to fill in. You know, they're looking to manipulate and falsify. You know, they're looking to twist things. Okay, that's what they do. That's why the Catholic Church is very evil. You know, they worship Mary. They worship idols. You know, they have really weird rituals that they do. I mean, their Catholic Mass and all that stuff. And, you know, obviously the Pope. I mean, who the fuck is he? You know? And look at how how many scandals there have been about the Catholic Church. Anyways, I was looking upstairs, I was looking at some of my books that I've bought. I've got so many books. I've got all these like esoterica books. I've got one on tarot, astrology, witchcraft, plant magic. I've got, magic books. I've got so many magic books that I bought, like really old magic books, big, thick books, yeah, like really, really, in-depth books. I've got books that basically, that are designed to, like magus, like magician books and all sorts of shit, and yeah, bloody, 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 bloody. I've got one book here. I thought this is quite an interesting book. It's called the Thoth Tarot. It's called Understanding Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot by Lon Milo Duquette. So, yeah, I definitely need to have a read of it. It's got some, yeah, it's a small book. It's, I've read bits of it, but, yeah. I've got another one, which is The Tarot Decoded by Grant Isaac. Interesting name. I saw the name Grant Isaac on it, and I was like, ooh, what's that? It's a really good book, actually. Well, it's got loads of detail in there. So I've read bits of it. It's yeah. I mean, what else? Like, I've got upstairs. I've got a mahogany. I think it's a mahogany wood box, and it's full of all the. I bought this years ago, a couple of years back, when I started learning about magic, and I've got all the seals of Solomon. I've got all the different seals. They're all like metal coins. Like, I think they're like, yeah, like gold and silvery looking coins and stuff. It's like is it the 44 seals? I can't remember. All the different like planetary seals and stuff. I mean, I've even got a bag full of like silver they're like all the angel, the angel names, like the 72 names of God stuff. I've got all kinds of weird stuff that I bought. I've got a yoga mat that I've never opened. I've got so many books on witchcraft and Wicca, and most of it I haven't even read. I've looked at it, I mean, that's the thing, over the years I've just had to really just get stuck in and just be like, okay, what's this stuff? I want to buy that. I'm going to take a look at it. Just like start just buying all kinds of stuff. Just like, yeah. I'm just going to get as much stuff, and I'm just going to look at all and just figure out what it is, bit by bit, and it's a lot to learn. It's a lot to, and that's the thing, because they're not really going to tell you the truth. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. It's all about, that's the thing I had to sort of figure out, okay, so what's this really all about? What's this really all, where's this, and it's like, you can buy a book on magic and it tells you all different magic spells. And it's like, well, why does it actually work? How does it work? What is the, it's understanding like how it really functions, what are the mechanics behind how that thing works, etc. Right? Anyways, that's why it's taken me years to really, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to get my head, it takes a lot of time to figure this stuff out. I'm very tired. I've got something else here. Oh. Yeah, this is my personal horoscope. My biological dad had this done when I was a little kid. You know, my mum and dad got divorced when I was a little bit before I was even born. So I think he impregnated my mum. Then he decided to gamble all his money away, and then they got divorced. And then I was born the day after Friday the 13th. Yeah, my mum was very scared about me being born on Friday the 13th for some reason. Why would that be? I don't know. Strange that, isn't it? So the day before I was born was Friday the 13th, and obviously you know what the Friday the 13th films with, Freddy Krueger and the bad nightmares and stuff like that. Well, where do I live? I live in West Supermare, right? This is nighttime, isn't it? Nightmare. Yeah. Elm Street. L-M. That's right, L-M Street. That's right. Yeah. Well, L means God, and M is butt. And it's code for butt. And street's another code for butt as well. I mean, the house I live in is also... Yeah. Anyway, I'm just going a bit off. Yeah, here. Look, so I've got all my... I don't know if I should... Should I share it? Okay, let's go through it. Let's go through it then. Shall I? Okay, so I was born the 14th of November, 1987, at 7:27 p.m. In Aberdeenshire. Now it's really interesting, I've got the longitude, so it's 2W06. Latitude is, so that was longitude, and then which is 2W06, and latitude 57N09. Okay, so it's, north, isn't it? West and north or something. Yeah, north. Yeah. Okay, whatever, right? Yeah. So the astrology is called the equinox at the astrology shop, 78 Neal Street, Neal, in London. Version 3.3. That's interesting, isn't it? Because obviously, 33 is the number of the Freemasons that they use, and obviously, I'm Jesus. I died on the cross, right? Probably when I was 33. I guess that's what that's about, probably. But perhaps. That's kind of what I thought, but anyway. So, positions of the planets at birth. Okay, so Sun in Scorpio. And then Moon in Virgo. So it says that, Sun in Scorpio is fixed. Then Moon in Virgo is mutable. Mercury in Scorpio. So that's the thing about Mercury. Right? Mercury is the planet which is nearest the Sun. Yeah? So, and obviously, so the high priest, the Hierophant, which is associated with Taurus and the tarot deck. Yeah? So, and yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. Yeah, I suppose the Hierophant would be associated with Mercury, probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah. So the Moon in Virgo, and Virgo is obviously an Earth sign. Yeah. And obviously Rihanna is with A$AP Rocky. He's Virgo. And obviously a Virgo, he's the hermit. You know, the hermit, he enters into his cave to think. You understand? He enters into his cave to think, to connect with spirit. Now this is, so Venus in Sagittarius. Okay, mutable. So my last girlfriend, her name was Anna or Ania Bialik. And she is a Sagittarius. Okay, so Venus in Sagittarius. Okay, I've also got her for Saturn, and so Sat, turn, yeah, so where you sit, you turn, and I've got her for Uranus, Sagittarius, yeah, so that's very interesting. That's why she was, she's a little witch, yeah, that's why she came after me, alright, you know what I'm saying, alright, so after Venus, there's Mars in Libra. So Mars. So Mars in Libra. So Libra is associated with justice, and obviously Mars has got various connections to the god of war. Isn't Mars Aries? I can never freaking remember. Is Mars Aries? Mars and Aries, they're connected. I think they might be. But then I've got Jupiter in Aries as well, because obviously Jupiter was the king of the gods, the equivalent to Zeus basically, and then Aries is the god of war as well. And there's a cardinal, so Mars and Jupiter, Libra and Aries. There's a Libra's an air. The cardinal. So so Mars and Libra, cardinal. Jupiter and Aries, cardinal. Then you got Saturn in Sagittarius, mutable. Uranus in Sagittarius, mutable. And then I've got Neptune in Capricorn, cardinal. I'm trying to think what's connected with Neptune. What's connected with Neptune then? And then after that, I've got Pluto in Scorpio. So, Pluto in Scorpio. Okay then, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And obviously Pluto is the 9th planet. Yeah. So it says here, house cusps, the Koch house system. The Koch is spelled K-O-C-H, Koch house system. So it says here, my ascendant sign is Cancer. Second house is Leo. Third house, Leo. Fourth house, Virgo. Fifth house, Scorpio. Sixth house, Sagittarius. That's interesting because Sagittarius, well, obviously my ex-girlfriend, she came to me, and I was living at a flat called Flat 24. And obviously 2 plus 4 is 6, right? And she was very flat. You know, it was a very bizarre relationship. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Seventh house, Capricorn. 8th house, Aquarius. 9th house, Aquarius. Midheaven, Pisces. So out of all my placements, out of all these, you know, the only place where Pisces shows is midheaven. So midheaven, Pisces. 11th house, Taurus. And 12th house, Gemini. So, and the thing about Gemini, well, the Gemini has 2 faces, right? And obviously, well, if you know where I live. Number 12. Okay. Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, I got my Salvador Dali deck, and in that one, the sun is connected with Gemini instead of Leo. As Leo, it would normally be Leo, but in my Salvador Dali deck, it's associated with Gemini for some reason, and the Fool is Scorpio in that deck. So this is I got this long report here. You know, it basically, yeah. What does it say? I don't care. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, I've read it before. Obviously, that's someone's crazy interpretation of who I am. It's all witchcraft against me. It's all it is. It's, you know, it's basically trying to, you know, what's the story about Lucifer? So Lucifer, he tries to set himself above the stars of God. Yeah. So if that's the case, so Lucifer, people say, Lucifer is so evil, you know, Lucifer the light bringer, right? Lucifer the morning star. And then, you know, they say Venus is the morning star, but actually the morning is brought by the sun, you know. So people want to confuse stuff. It's all about confusion and confusion. And witchcraft, you know, it's witchcraft. It's all about stealing power. Because this is the thing, right? If you can manage to confuse everybody about who God is, like, well, you know, is that God? Or maybe it's someone else, you know? That's, you know, that's what this witchcraft is all about. It's all about trying to hide me and steal my power, okay? Through all this witchcraft shit. And that's the thing. So Lucifer, you know, he sets himself above the stars of God, right? And so everyone has a star sign. Yeah, everyone's connected with constellations, and everyone has a slice of the pie of God. Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's all about taking a slice of the pie, and it's what belongs to me. You know, it's like what belongs to me, and people have taken it and then they've cut it into slices and just handed it out to one another. You know, and everyone's competing. Everyone's like, you know, fucking, I want more, give me more, give me more, give me more. That's mine. And that too. I'll take that as well. Thank you very much. You know, that's really all this world does. It's really all the world does, you know. I'm Jesus. I said, you know, you have to deny yourself first. You know, you cannot serve 2 masters. Yeah. Whoa. What was that? Yeah. Okay. And that's the thing, you know, you cannot serve 2 masters. Okay. I mean, the tarot deck, you know, looking at the 4 suits, the sword suit, and that's to do with logic and communication, is the most weird suit, because, you know, the truth is being backstabbed. You know, it's like bondage and trauma and, you know, conflict and being backstabbed. blockages. Look at the Ten of Pentacles. It's got the Kabbalah Tree of Life. And it's all about money, wealth, and prosperity, and having it all. Yeah, what's that got to do with God? What does that have to do with me? What does that have to do with loving Jesus, loving God? You know what I mean? Like, flipping out. Where's the turn? Here it is. So yeah, you can see the Kabbalah Tree of Life. Okay, so you can see that, obviously I showed you that diagram of the Holy Trinity. Okay, you can see it's the same shape here, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so that's the Ten of Pentacles. This is about, you see the family there. They're under that archway. They're the family gathering. They've got loads of money. They've got their family. They've got everything they want, right? And that's, most people on this planet, that's what they want. They want all the money they can get their hands on. And they want, family and happiness, That's what's important to them. But the thing is that people are evil, and people don't know anything. People don't, what the hell are you going to learn about life? How are you going to learn what? That's the thing. People don't know anything about love. People become arrogant and evil, and they do evil things. They're greedy, they're selfish. Getting loads of money and having loads of happiness. Yeah, that doesn't really normally make people good people. Yeah. That's the world wanting to, that's the thing, there's the Whore of Babylon idea, like, she will give you those things, If you want the Ten of Pentacles, sure, she'll give it to you. Yeah, she'll give it to you, but, you give her what, you have to pay you have to pay. There's an exchange that happens. You get the Ten of Pentacles, you get the nice family and all that stuff. Yeah, but that doesn't give you a loving relationship with me, with God. You're just trading that in for something else. You're trading it in for a nice house, a nice car, a wife, or and children, and cats and dogs, and lots of friends, and all that kind of stuff, and fame and fortune. And the other thing, that's the thing, yeah, the world's evil. The world is very evil. The Freemasons, they work with demons. They do all kinds of binding magic to control people, to control society. They don't care about the average person's life or experience. They don't care. All they care is that they want to be worshipped, and they want your money. They want the power. That's all they care about. Okay? And they want to believe that they are superior. They want to believe that they are superior. That's interesting, isn't it? Because there are those people who are in the land of Israel who claim to be the Jews, right? And obviously, I disagree with that. Okay? I disagree with that. In fact, there are quite a lot of people who disagree with the idea of them being Jews, or the real Jews. If you know what I'm saying, right? But yeah, it's very interesting, because obviously you have these secret societies, and the idea is that the people who are there, they're special, they're chosen, they're elite, They're above other people. And that's, you know, the reason why people join those organizations, because they want to be part of the secret organization that controls everything. You know, they want to be part of their group rather than, you know what I mean? They're happy to do things in the dark, do evil stuff, evil rituals. You know, they want to go against me, God. So, I mean, it's, you know, obviously, you know, there's the Freemasons, they're doing all this evil stuff, and then you have this, you know, the general public, right? People who, you know, are they good? Are they evil? Do they go to church? Do they love God? Do they love me? Or are they sinners? Are they just doing bad stuff? You know? So, and that's the thing. Most of society is full of bad people. Yeah, doing bad things. You know, they don't love me. They don't love God. They, you know, and without me, they lose their blessings. So, you know, there's the Freemasons who want to take over and destroy everything. You know, so, you know, they're using all this magic to control everybody, and all they want is their power. You know, they want to be, consider themselves elite and chosen, and that, you know, that they're going to the afterlife with all their riches and treasures. Yeah. That's what they want to believe. So, you know, it's, the situation is that people either put me first or they don't. All I can do is, you know, I'm informing you. I'm letting you know what the situation is. I'm uncovering all this information. So hopefully you'll follow along and understand it. Yeah. So, the tree. Yeah, it's interesting, obviously, because the first beast of the book of Revelation, you know, has 7 heads and 10 horns. And obviously, you know, the chakras, they're associated with, you know, the 7 chakras, and they're associated with the Kabbalah tree, aren't they? Let me just search that. If I do chakras. Excuse me. Yeah, so if I look here, yeah, so, you know, people connect the chakras with this tree of, you know, the Kabbalah tree. So, yeah, and that's the thing, you know, they're I mean, yeah, so they're cool, and, you know, in the Aleister Crowley deck, the suit of pentacles, or, you know, they're called discs. You know, a disc is a round thing, right? So, you know, it's basically just a circle. You know, the circle represents Earth. Yeah. You know, all this shit magic. It's, you know, it's all about trying to elevate. The Earth wants to elevate itself over me and put me to the absolute bottom. And, you know, those who really love me actually elevate me high. They put me the highest, above everything else. So, you know, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If people don't love me, then there are consequences. You know, I said to them, look, if you turn away from me and you run away from me and you don't love me, then all what will happen is you get destroyed. And that'll be it. You know, that's the situation. It's still the situation. I'm here. I'm the serpent on the pole, just saying, hey, you know, look at me if you want to live. You know, listen to me if you want to live. Love me if you want to live, you know. Elevate me, you know. I'm supposed to be raised up. Yeah. So, it's going to be different this time, you know. I'm going to have, you know, the idea is I want, you know, loads of money, lots of nice houses, lots of nice, you know, fame and fortune. Yeah, nice cars, nice women, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to have, you know, loads of publicity. Yeah. So I get to be like, yeah, I want to be like the snake on the pole, you know, that people are supposed to worship, you know, and that will save, you know, this is phase 2, right? Basically, it's phase 2. Because obviously phase 1 didn't work for a lot of people, did it? So, you know, things are going to be different this time. Yeah. But yeah, I need to spend more time really looking at the Kabbalah tree. I mean, that's the thing, right? Obviously, the word Allah is in Kabbalah, isn't it? Yeah. And also, you know, Re is in the word tree. But then if you look at the word 3, I mean, a 3 looks like a bum, doesn't it? Yeah. If you didn't know how to say th, you would say tree. In fact, if you were Jamaican, you probably would say tree, wouldn't you? Yeah. Tree. Jamaica. Jamaica. It's an interesting word. Anyways. Yeah. So, Kabbalah tree, it's witchcraft, is what it is. You know, it was introduced by Jewish, well, so-called Jewish mystics, you know. I think it was like the Zohar, wasn't it? It was introduced with the Zohar. You know, where the hell did that come from? You know, where did the Talmud come from? I mean, you know, like I've heard things about the Talmud. I mean, it has some very evil stuff in there. Very evil stuff. I mean, of course. I mean, all of it's evil, but because it's false. But I mean, you know, the thing about, you know, it talks about sex with children and things like that. You know, saying it's not a sin. You know, like you know, it gives specific specific rules. You know, like if you like, you know, talking about like a 2-year-old. You know, I can't remember the exact rules, but it's absolutely hideous. Okay? And it's strange though, because, you know, so many so-called Christians, you know, they want to support people who believe that stuff, thinking that they're God's chosen people, when in fact, you know, and it's like they don't really understand. They've been misled by false teachers, you know, who are only interested in power and money. I mean, just look at, you know, what it's like in America. You know, you have all these televangelists and all kinds of crazy people. You know, they want to sell. It's all, I mean, it's, you know, I was watching, there's a tarot channel. There's a woman, she's called Magi It's M-A-J-I. Magi got the T. And that's just a letter T. Magi got the T. Some crazy bitch from New York. And she's crazy. She's absolutely crazy. I mean, just watch one of her videos. I mean, she shuffles the cards. You know, that's the thing. You can buy a deck of cards that say only positive stuff. You know, I've got quite a lot of decks that only say positive things. They don't say anything negative. They don't tell you, you know, the what kind of errors you might be making or someone's making. It's only just telling you things you want to, and it's made up nonsense. I mean, that's the thing, you know. You know, people shuffle cards, and they're letting the magic, and you know, it's magic, it's spirit that is causing different messages to come out. But the thing is, if you're writing the words on a card and then putting them in a deck, and then you're shuffling it, well, you're putting words in the mouth. You know, you're you know, the words that are coming out is limited. It's only limited to what's in the deck, obviously. So, you know, it's like putting the words in, you know, it's like choosing what words come out of someone's mouth. And you know, that they want to twist it so much. They twist it and twist it and twist it. You know, they put their own story on top of cards that are very vague in meaning. And you know, it's very easy to do that. It's very easy to say it means something else when it's trying to tell, you know, it's trying to, the cards are trying to tell truth. But, you know, it's like, well, with the tarot deck, I mean, the way it's designed, you know, every card has several meanings, you know. Here's the star card. Yeah. You know, it can mean, you know, a celebrity. It can mean spirituality. It can mean faith. It can mean healing. You know, which one? So, you know, it's so easy for people to misinterpret it. You know, people want to talk about, you know, their love lives and who they're going to have sex with next. And it's like, why would Spirit want to talk to a bunch of fornicators about who they're going to have a, you know, an orgy with next, or who they're going to have sex with next, or, you know, who they should shack up with and whatever, right? I mean, or how much money, you know, that Maggie got the tea woman, you know, she's saying, you know, oh yeah, God wants me to be rich, yeah, God's going to give me loads of money, yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Ring the bell, ring the bell, ring the bell. Shuffle, you know, it's total madness, you know. It's like, you know, people, and you think about all the churches, they're, you know, they believe in the prosperity gospel, you know, they believe that they go to church because they want money and power, yeah. The only reason they go to church is because they want, you know, they want more money in their life, yeah. I mean, the fact is that, you know, God, I have to go, you know, people have to put me first, and they have to learn, you know, they need to have a loving relationship with me, and understand that, you know, that's what's the most important. Everything else is secondary to that. And money will, you know, well, that's the thing, you know, trust me that, you know, you will make it, you know, I'll look after you. You know, I'll give you what you need when you need it. Okay? You know, you might have lots of money, you might not. It all just depends on your situation and what it is you're meant to do. You know, what is your path that you need to take? You know, and you just have to embrace it. You know, it's the path you have to take. You know, it will have there will be difficulties, of course. But you have to embrace it. You know, it's all a learning experience. And you know, it's about saving. It's about, well, you know, lots of ways of looking at it, obviously. I mean, now, you know, the situation is that I need to be elevated by people. I need to be loved by people. I need to be known by people, right? I need people to know who I am. Excuse me one second. Yeah. What the fuck? I just coughed. I was coughing. I thought I'd save you from hearing me cough. And then I went to the Daily Mail, and the top article says menopause, doctor's torment. Well, that's the thing. I just paused the video, didn't I? And you know, that's the thing. My computer screen is behind this phone, right? Behind this phone, it's on the other side. So but what's behind? Behind. It's magic, you know. The world's constantly trying to do magic. Yeah, it's recognizing. It's all, you know. Obviously, you've probably seen the film The Matrix. Neo, you know, he can read the code. You know, that's what I do. You know, I read the code. I see the magic that's happening. You know, understanding how magic works. That words are magic. You know, every word has code in it of some kind. If you look at words for long enough, you'll realize that there's hidden code, there's hidden messages in the words because they're magic, and because the evil ones, you know, they want to manipulate, they want to steal power. So, you know, that's why they do all this manipulation. You know, I've given so many examples of it. Anyways. I guess I'll do a tarot reading. Yeah. Ooh. Which deck should I use? Yeah, I've got some interest. I noticed I got another deck. It's called it's by Teal Swan, and it's called the Compass or North Compass or something. And I think the idea of the deck, it's got loads of cards. It's like, I don't know, it's got over 100 cards at least. It's like 120 cards or more, I think. But the idea is that, you know, there's the north, south, east, and west. Or, yeah, north, south, east, west. And then, you know, it's sort of, yeah, so it's like shuffling the cards and finding out, you know what your path is. And yeah, it's an interesting looking deck. I'll experiment with it. Because I've never really used it. It's one of my oldest decks actually, but I just never got around to really doing much with it really. So yeah, I'll see what I can do with it. I'm thinking about making my own deck as well. Or what I might do, I might copy some other decks. So, I might, you know, yeah, I quite like to, you know, build my own deck. I mean, just with words, you know, just have a word on each card or something. And there are loads of decks I could copy, or I could make my own one. So I'll think about that in the future, probably. So what do I want to? Sorry. Wow, I can't believe it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, really? So, I'll do a tarot reading. Just not sure which deck I should use. This one? I'll use this one. Go on then. Keep it simple. Okay, any messages from me? Anything we want to talk about? Okay, so 8 of Pentacles. So that's, dedication to craft. It's dedication to craft. Four of Swords, so there's like someone lying down, resting. And then there's the 8 of Swords. So, this is talking about what I know, this is, you know what I mean? There's the dedication to witchcraft, there's the lying down, and there's the bondage. The bondage sex. Right? And what did I call this video? I am, is, not. Yeah? Not. Someone tied. Okay? And that's the thing, because the anus is called an eye. Yeah? I am, eyes, not. Yeah? Eyes, not. I am, eyes, not. Which is, interesting, because obviously it's the eye, which, obviously Freemasons, they have, it's the all-seeing eye that they, I am, eyes, not. Yeah? I mean, you can look at it in so many different ways, can't you? Gets very confusing, doesn't it? And then we have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, she's supposed to be a woman, a female, intellectual authority figure. She's supposed to be smart. So she could be really smart. Or she is treated as a intellectual authority figure. So that's the thing, right? She's not actually smart. She's just posing as an intellectual authority figure. Right? That's apparently what the story is talking about. Oh. Okay, and then we got the 7 of Cups. So, this has to do with confusion, illusion, many choices, fantasy, and sexual fantasy. And then we got the Queen of Wands. So, she's a woman of passion, witchcraft, that sort of thing. Something like that. And then there's the 4 of Pentacles. So there's the, there's that man. He's holding on to those stars. Those pentacles. He's holding on. So it sort of indicates some kind of possessiveness. Whoa. And then Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so, you know, what everything I said before, it's all about the money. Money, you know, all the material wealth, you know, that one person would want, you know, loads of money, they've got the family, they've got everything they want in terms of material possessions and stuff, right? And they've got the family. And obviously there's that Kabbalah tree of life thing, right? Ooh, King of Cups. Yeah. So that's me. That's me. You know, like, you know, this represents me and what I did, right? You know, it's not actually me, but it's supposed to represent what I did, who I was. So, the King of Cups. Yeah. And then we have the Justice card. Yeah, Justice. So that's, you know, law and order, sort of justice sort of thing. That's what it's supposed to be. Oh, and then we have the Ten of Swords. So this is truth and backstabbing at the same time. It's in the same card. These two ideas have been blended together, you know. This is like maximum communication, maximum truth, and there you go. You know, well, there's a guy lying down, he's been stabbed to death. Backstab. Right? So there's been a, yeah, I mean, there is, you know, where is the justice? Doesn't seem to be much, really, does there? Still waiting for that one. So here's the Nine of Cups. You know, here's a guy, he's happy, he's on his own. Who's that talking about? Not sure. So, well, it was Justice, Nine of Cups. Justice, Nine of Cups. Or, no, sorry, Justice, Ten of Swords, Nine of Cups. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. So this is a juggler. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, it's one of those cards. You know, there are quite a lot of cards where you see the sea in the background. So in the background, there's the sea and the ship. So, you know, he's acting a clown. He's juggling his thing, his Two of Pentacles. And then the sea is behind him. So, yeah. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, there's a lot of pentacles coming out here. Whoa, shit. Okay, we've got the Devil card. So getting very heavy Capricorn energy here. Yeah, so we got the, then we got the Devil, so, and then we got the King of Swords. Yeah, that's me. Or, well, Yeah, that's me. You could be talking about someone else who knows the truth as well, I suppose. Potentially. Maybe. I don't know. And then we've got the Five of Swords. So there's defeat. You know, it looks like defeat, but it can be interpreted as conflict. I think really that's defeat. It's defeat, really. Because, I mean, look, those two people, they're walking away. They've been defeated. So, let me just see, did I drop any other cards? No? Okay, should be fine. So, and then there's the Three of Wands. So that's interesting because obviously he's looking at the sea. Yeah, anyways. And then there's the Queen of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Oh. Nine of Pentacles. The Star. I'll take these. Ace of Swords. Six of Cups. Okay, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, let me have a look at this. Okay. Okay, so, you know, this is, you know, obviously I've explained who I am. I explained, you know, what needs to happen. So I could read this in this way, okay? So what you need to do, you need to, Eight of Pentacles, okay? You see him there, he's chiseling away at that, you know, his dedication to craft. He's working, all right? He's doing his thing, what he needs to do. Okay, and what needs to happen is Four Swords, so there's this lying down, bondage, Queen of Swords, okay, sexual fantasy, Queen of Wands, you know, woman of passion, Four of Pentacles, yeah, so they're going to be sort of, they're going to be held on to, like, you know what I mean, there's the bondage, yeah, I'm a Four of Pentacles, I'm holding on to, you know what I mean, yeah, but yeah, it's, you know, it's holding on. It's, you know, see the guy, he's holding on to the stars. Okay, 10 of stars, 10 of Pentacles here. King of Cups, yeah, that's me. Justice. Okay, so it's all about, you know, you got a Eight of Pentacles, the Justice. Okay, it's all about Eight of Pentacles, the Justice. And you know what was in between those two cards, okay? it's about me getting justice. That's the thing, I'm God, so my happiness comes first, okay? What I deserve, my justice has to come to me, I need to get justice. And obviously, things will improve in the world, okay? So then, after that, you've got the Ten of Swords, so that's, the truth, and, which is it talking, there's the truth and there's the backstabbing concept that's in this card, right? It's logic, it's communication, and it's a dead end, it's backstabbed, that sort of thing, right? So, it's one of those. You've got the Nine of Cups, so here's a guy on his own, he's happy. Okay, so the Ten of Swords, the backstabbing, the truth, okay? Nine of Cups, that's me, okay? And, I'm going to do this. The Two of Pentacles, I'm going to be juggling. Ace of Pentacles, yeah. Knight of Pentacles, yeah. So, there's the riding of the horse with the pentacles. Okay, devils, yeah, like a devil. The devil. King of Swords, okay. I'm going to, this is a defeat of the Three of Wands. So this is the butt sex and the manifestations of the Queen of Pentacles, okay. She's the evil, this is talking about basically what, Rihanna, okay. Or, think Mother Earth, yeah, Mother Earth and Rihanna, because they work together, that's, it's all about defeating them, okay. There's Six of Pentacles, so this is sharing, giving and receiving. It can also be sex trafficked people, okay. We've got the Nine of Pentacles here, so that could be, well, it could be me. I've shared. Right, what else we got here? So we've got the Star. So there's the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, then there's the Star, Ace of Swords, Six of Cups, Nine of Wands. So I could read that in different ways. But they're the sex trafficked kids, the children, the girls, right? You could say they're Nine of Pentacles, maybe. But I've shared with you what the truth is. Yeah, I've shared with you. I'm a Nine of Pentacles as well. I'm like a Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, I guess. I'm on my own. I'm independently wealthy. The Star, so celebrity, spirituality, faith, healing. Ace of Swords, so this is communicating, logic, truth. Here are the kids. It's a tender, sweet connection. It can be thinking about the past as well, like a childhood memory situation. And then there's the Nine of Wands, okay? So, this is the sore head, but carrying on going, okay? So that's basically all I do. I just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Yeah? Hoping that someone will listen and help. So, that's the thing, what's happening in the world should be incentivizing everyone to do what needs to be done. All I have to do is communicate and say what needs to be done and explain why things are happening the way they're happening. But obviously I need to get people to actually listen to that. And people make it very, very difficult for me, unfortunately. So oof. Trying to think what else I could talk about. Yeah. I mean, I've said everything. You know, I mean, I've shuffled. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll do one more reading. So I've explained that. Happy with that? Okay. So we're happy with that. Go on then. Yeah, I noticed Rihanna. She's been out in New York recently. The article in the Daily Mail said she had a low-key outing in New York. Loki, you know who Loki is? Yeah, Loki. You know, the Big Apple. The Big Apple is another way of saying butt. Yeah. You know the Hierophant? He's got 2 keys at the bottom of his feet. Yeah, low keys. Low keys. Or low kiss, maybe. That's the thing, right? The Pope, everyone wants to kiss his ring, don't they? You seen that video of Pope Francis, and everyone's queuing up to kiss his ring, and he's like, he keeps pulling his hand away. That guy's crazy. You see, he just looks like a total maniac. Very evil. Yeah. Anyways, let's do another reading. Anything else we want to talk about before I go? Anything else we want to add to the video? Temperance. Temperance. Yeah, it's a hard card to read, that one, because it's got so many, there's so much stuff happening in this card. So, it's Archangel Michael. He's got a symbol for the sun on his forehead. It's that yellow dot, that yellow circle on his forehead. He's got that red triangle on his robe. And it's inside a square, inside of a box. So what does that symbolize? Because normally a triangle that points upwards, in it can mean fire. It could mean. I showed you the Holy Trinity diagram. Yeah. So it's a 3-pointed thing, right? So it represents the number 3. Triangle. Well, that's the thing, right? Triangel. Yeah, triangel, 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 triangel. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because isn't it? Yeah, he's got the symbol for the sun on his head, and then in the background, where the sun is, that seems to be where the sun is, and it's a crown. He's pouring water from one cup into another cup. He's got one foot in the water. He's got his right foot in the water and his left foot on the land. And that's the thing, right? Because it's like it's the land's end. It's where the earth ends and the water begins. Yeah, he's got one foot on the land and one foot in the water. Yeah, this is how I'm explaining to you how magic works. This is why they mix all these elements, these ideas. It's not just purely symbolic. It's not just trying to, this is real. This is actually magic. What this is, the blending of all these different ideas together. So it's called temperance. What is the dictionary definition of temperance? I should probably have checked that by now, but I probably have actually. But moderation. Moderation, is it? Yeah, it says here temperance. Abstinence from or moderation in drinking alcoholic beverages. Moderation and self-restraint, as in behavior or expression. Habitual moderation in regard to the indulgence of the natural appetites and passions. Restrained or moderate indulgence. Moderation, specifically moderation and sometimes abstinence in respect to using intoxicating liquors. So, so that is the name of the card. It's interpreted as alchemy, art. When I look at it, I think alchemy, magic. It can mean harmony, patience, and balance. But how often do I read it that way? I have to say, it's a very difficult card to read, I'll be honest. It's a very difficult card to read. Anyway, let's keep going with this. This is the thing, right? Who would have guessed that a deck of cards would be such a dangerous thing? But it is. The thing is that magic existed, right? Magic has always existed in this world, as far as I'm aware. But the thing is obviously people figure out how to. Yeah, that's the thing. People. They figured out how to work with the magic, the energy, and do manipulation. This is all about hiding the truth. That's the thing. The magic, the spirit wants to tell the truth, but this is all about, doing this sort of thing. Oh, excuse me. it's, this is sold to people with the idea that it's supposed to tell you the truth. But really what it's about is it hides certain truth. It's all about manipulating things. It's all about trying to it's all about people, it's evil trying to elevate itself. Evil people, demons, using this to manipulate. It's all about trying to steal my power, and yeah, you get the point, hopefully. Anyways, we got the magician. Okay? So, I explained to you what temperance means, the definition of that word. So that's interesting, isn't it? Abstinence from or moderation. So that's the thing, I suppose, well, a Christian who loves me, they should have, it doesn't really, it's like abstinence or moderation when it comes to intoxicating things. So that's something I've always struggled with a bit. But that's the thing, right? Because, that's the thing. This is what the world does to me. It tries to attack me from both sides at the same time. Because what's this? Oh, that's right, it's spirit, isn't it? That's called spirit. Do you see why? Do you see why it's so? If you've read Revelation 10, Revelation chapter 10, it says another mighty angel came down from heaven. He had a rainbow on his head, clothed in a cloud. Yeah, cloud. Cloud computing, clouds, cigarette clouds, right? Came down, and he stood with one foot on the land and 1 foot in the sea. Yeah, and declared it to be the end of the world. Yeah, it's where the land ends, isn't it? Where the sea begins. And he had a scroll in his hand, a little scroll. Well, that's the thing. Everyone, if you use a computer, you have a computer mouse, right? It's a Mickey Mouse, mice, mouse, Mickey Mouse. Yeah, it has a scroll wheel. Okay. Anyways, look, magician. So, yeah, there's a magician man. That's the thing, right? He's got all those things on this table, on that altar table. He's got the pentagram, that's the 4 elements plus spirit. It's supposed to represent the 5 elements. The 5th element there is spirit. That's what it's supposed to represent. And obviously he's got, and obviously that's the symbol for earth, isn't it? For earth, for dirt, for shit. You see how that works? So he's got earth, water, air, and fire. And he's got, he's got his arms like he's doing, as above, so below. He's got the infinity symbol on his top of his head. The sideways 8. The magician. Yeah. I don't know what that is in his hand. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's a type of wand. I'll have to look into that. But oh, and we got the Hanged Man. Okay. So, this is a complicated card as well. It's a Pisces card. It's associated with Pisces. Okay. So obviously Rihanna is Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. And obviously pi, it's a way of saying the asshole, okay? Because the asshole is a circle. It's a circle, star. Pi is used in calculating circles, okay? What does it mean to be calculated? If you're calculated, like a serial killer or a robber could be calculated, or calculating, yeah? You know what I'm saying, right? Pi sees. Well, you could see with an eyeball or both eyes. You could seize as in steal something. So Pisces, it's got lots of, or maybe you might say pi skis. Pi skis, sky. There's loads of ways of, looking at it. And obviously a pi, it represents fish as well. So, and that's the other thing, isn't it? You got there's the Vesica Pisces. Yeah. The Vesica Pisces. I've spoken about that before. Vesica Pisces. It's this two circles that have overlapped and you get almost like an oval shape. Like the symbol of Christianity was the fish. It was like a Vesica Pisces type of fish symbol. And obviously, and they say that the Vesica Pisces, it represents the vagina. And obviously Pisces means fish. How weird, huh? Anyways, there's the Hanged Man. He's upside down. He's got his legs crossed. He's got his foot in a noose. So his left foot is in the noose. Yeah, that's interesting. His left foot is in the noose. So, and that's the thing about Archangel Michael. He has his left foot on the land. So, yeah, that's kind of an interesting thought. It's an interesting thought. I mean, you look at the guy's head, right? Look behind his head. So he's got the sun behind his head. And he's got his hands tied behind his back by the looks of it. But it's an anal sex card. It's about, if a man says he's well hung, and then he goes and sticks it in a noose. Yeah, you get the point. The Hanged Man. I mean, people would say, this is the Hanged Man. But a guy who wants to go have some anal sex, he's also the Hanged Man, it seems. It explains why people do the things they do. Because they want to be me. Okay? Here's the Two of Pentacles. Okay? So, I always when I see this card, I always think Capricorn. Because, this card is associated with Capricorn. Anyways, there's the juggling clown guy. Okay. I've actually got another deck. I might use it sometime, actually. In fact, I could use it. I might use it, actually, today. It's the David Bowie deck. It's called the Starman Tarot. You obviously had that song, Starman, didn't he? And he played Pilate in the Last Temptation of Jesus Christ as well. So he was the executioner, wasn't he? Well, yeah, he was the Roman guy who, yeah, I suppose you could say that. Isn't it interesting? I was talking the other day about, Kundalini and yoga and, how people, lots of women, they're interested in, and guys, I suppose. And there's also Pilates, right? Pilates is another exercise thing that people do. Pilates. Why do they do that? Why the hell is it called Pilates? Anyway, in the Starman Tarot, the Fool card, he's called the what's it called again? The Sacred Clown. Yeah, he's like the sacred clown or the divine clown. I think the idea, it comes from Native Americans. This idea, you know, they would look at the sacred, they would call him the sacred clown and the knower of divine secrets and stuff like that. I didn't find that much on. There's a couple of videos on YouTube about it. There's not an awful lot. I couldn't find that much, really. Okay, we've got the Hierophant. Okay, so there's the Hierophant. So obviously that Two of Pentacles, yeah, it could be someone being a clown. It could be someone who's juggling. You know, maybe they're sleeping with loads of people. Or it could mean, it can also mean balancing. You know, there's a balancing, or, yeah, that needs to happen. You know, and that can also mean prioritizing or something as well. Flipping out. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. And then we got the Seven of Wands. So, you know, this is someone making a stand. Okay, they're all these sticks that are fighting against, you know, 6 people who are attacking that guy. Okay, someone made the point the other day. I heard someone say about, you know, obviously the Six of Wands is the victory, the horse procession. You know, it's the victory procession of horse riders. So, you know, they're riding their horses, yeah, riding their horses. And here's the, you know, here's the 7th wand, and he's trying to defend himself from 6 wands. Yeah. Then we got the 9 of Wands. You know, he's got a sore head. He's just trying to keep going. Yeah, he's persevering. And then there's the 10 of Cups. Yeah, the bow in the sky. Yeah, the bow in the sky. Yeah. Yeah, the bow in the sky. The storybook ending. Okay. But obviously, you know, you see those people, they're like all happy. They got their backs turned to whoever's looking at the card. So obviously, you know, I'm not looking for people to turn their backs. Well, you know, I'm looking for certain women to turn their backs to me, but in my bed, but but not, you know, I don't want society turning their backs to me. That's not what I'm looking for, obviously. So let me have a quick look at that. So Temperance, the Magician, the Hanged Man, 2 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Yeah. So this is the thing. I'm God. I was Jesus. Okay. So, you know, I'm Archangel Michael. Okay. I'm the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. I'm Archangel Michael. The Magician. Yeah. The Hanged Man. So obviously I've explained what these cards mean. You know, they mean lots of different things. Okay. But this is, you know, this is talking about me. I was Jesus. Yeah. But I'm looking to do a certain thing, right? With the noose. Yeah, if you know what I'm saying. I'm looking to have sex. Okay? And I'm going to be juggling. Two of Pentacles. The juggling, but it's also about balance. Okay, I'm balancing out. You know, I'm God, I'm a Hierophant. So it's all about me. You know, I did what I did, right? Obviously, I said I'm going to be coming back for my vengeance, for justice. Okay? So, you know, that is, I'm getting what I deserve, right? It's, I'm getting, I did the work, right? I did what I did, right? So, I get to do what I do. I'm supposed to do what I'm supposed to do. All right? I'm supposed to do this. And this. Yeah, this is me, God. And I'm making a stand. Okay? I'm standing up for my vengeance. I'm standing up for what belongs to me, right? I'm persevering. I'm trying to get to my 10 of Cups. Okay? Okay, I was thinking about the... should I do the Starman Tower? Or should I leave it? Should I leave it there? Okay. Or whatever. What happened to the Starman Tower deck? Excuse me. Where the fuck did he go? Maybe that's it. Yeah, that's probably it there. Is it? Is it? Anyways, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll have a look. Hang on. Well, don't make a mess. Yeah, that's it. Hang on. I'm going to put this down here. So the artwork in this card is really, in this deck, is really sort of wacky. It's, here's the Four of Pentacles, for instance. It's very, yeah. But I'll show you the Sacred Clown card. It does seem, it does picture, it does have sort of Jesus-looking cards, the crown of thorns and stuff like that. Oh, isn't that interesting? So the Temperance card, you can see there's David Bowie there. So David Bowie, he wants to be the Temperance card, does he? What a piece of shit. Yeah. Dead piece of shit. Yeah. Yeah, the artwork in this is really just crazy to look at. See if I can find the Fool card, wherever it is. Somewhere here. Ah, here it is. Yeah. So it's called. It says the Sacred Clown. So you can see he's got the sun behind him. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a deck I use very often, to be quite honest. Some people really like it. I don't really. I've even got a Godfather deck here. I'll pick this up. Look, Justice. That's from the Godfather deck. You know, the Corleone family thing. Yeah, that's, you know, that deck is really rubbish. The cards, they stick really badly. So I don't think I've ever used it, really. I got fed up after one, you know, I got fed up very, very quickly. Well, that's the thing, I am the Godfather. If you know what I'm saying, right? I'm the Godfather, I'm father, I'm God. So, but that's the thing, right? Obviously, the film The Godfather is about the mafia. Mafia, yeah? The mafia. And what was my ma called? Fee. Mafia. Yeah. Godfather. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. I'll do Oracle of the Radiant Sun quickly. Okay. So any messages that want to come through these cards. Okay. And then, yeah, closing message for this video. Whoa. Convention. Okay. And then we got acquisition. Okay, acquisition. And then we got defense. Oh. Romance. Fulfillment. Flattery. Control. Whoa. Fortune. Seduction. excitement, risk, power, organization, power, organization, whoopsie, concentration. So this is, it's an interesting card, this one, because there's the star on the spider web, and then there's the devil riding the lips. Well, that's actually very interesting because I keep saying, Aaliyah Dana Houghton, she's attached to me, right? It's a 69 kind of a deal. So the devil riding the lips. Well, yeah, that's me. As crazy as it sounds, yeah, it's true. Yeah, enjoyed it. Yeah, so it's a nice bit of fun before I go to sleep at night, etc. Okay, and then we have the friendship. Okay. Whoa. And exaltation. Okay. So there's the exaltation card. Okay. Obviously, I'm not massively familiar with this particular deck. Okay. But what's this about? That's interesting, actually, because on the bottom of the deck it says affair, and the very first card that came out here is convention. Convention, because I remember reading in the book about convention. So that's Venus Capricorn. Let me just have a quick look. Whoa. So Venus Capricorn. Yeah. Here we go. Convention. So it says here, events, a marriage or affair with a great age difference, a relationship with a famous or important person, a new friend of some influence. It says here, a neat and well cared for traditional house stands proudly above an orderly garden. In the center is a child framed by a stone wall. A portrait of a child framed by a stone wall indicates family restrictions. So, yeah, I mean, it could be read in different ways. Okay, but what ideas is this? So convention, acquisition, defense, romance, fulfillment, flattery, control, fortune, seduction, excitement, risk, power. Yeah, look, okay. So, You know, I created man, I created woman, and people have to prove that I come first, okay? You know, people have done me wrong, so, you know, people have to really put things right for me, okay? Keep that in mind. If you owe me big time, you owe me big time. That's how it is. Alright? So, convention, acquisition. So there's some sort of acquisition, okay? There's a man and a woman there. Defense. So, what's that? You know, so we have the defense, you know, romance. Fulfillment. Okay? So that's the thing. There has been no romance in my life for a very long time. Okay? So, romance fulfillment is very important, okay? If you know what I'm saying. It might not, well, yeah, I want to be the devil. You understand? But the fact is, you know, I need sex, okay? I need my justice, okay? So flattery. It's interesting. It's a Gemini card. You see the two faces there. So it gives the idea of two-faced, doesn't it? But there's this flattery, control. So obviously, yeah. So, you know, it's about, it's about making the sacrifice for me. Yeah. It's about showing me love. Okay. Flattery to God. It's about making me feel good and making me, having better feelings towards you because you show me love. Okay. Okay, and then here we have control, and then we have fortune, seduction. So that's the thing. My justice is, well, I'm supposed to have glory. Yeah, my glory looks like this. Well, not exactly like that, but you know what I'm saying, right? Sex, fortune, money, fame, fortune, love. Yeah. Excitement. It'd be nice to have some excitement in my life. Yeah. And then there's the risk. Okay, so there's risk. Excitement, risk. Yeah, risk. And then we have the power. Yeah, so obviously, bondage. Well, it's the first idea that comes to head, but bondage, sex. There's a certain, I'm dominant. She's submissive. It's a bit risky. Power. Okay, so risk, power, organization. Okay. So risk, power, organization, concentration. So this is talking about me. Okay. So risk, power, organization. Yeah, obviously, it's well, that's the thing, it's, they're the evil people in this world who have power and I want to take that away from them, you know, I'm gonna be the most powerful on earth. Okay, I'm going to be the most. People are going to recognize that I'm the most powerful. That's what I want. Okay. So you need to organize. You need to tell people about me. I'm the star on the web. Yeah, the devil guy. Well, God. I'm both. Okay. Friendship. So this suggests to me, maybe you have friends. Yeah. Maybe you have friends. And maybe you want to do some exaltation, yeah, of me. Tell them who I am. Okay? Happy with that reading? Okay, so that seems to me to be a fairly accurate understanding of that reading. Okay? So yeah, I guess I'll leave it there. Because obviously I don't, 4 hours long is a bit much, isn't it? Let's be honest. Yeah, I'll leave it there. So I'll make a new video soon, I suppose. Catch you later.